Hello! So over the past month or so, I've reviewed several truly wireless earbuds. We've had the Galaxy Buds, we've had the Bose SoundSport Free Wireless, and we've even tried out Sony's version of truly wireless earbuds. But today, it's Jabra's turn. And I know you guys been hitting me up in the comments telling me just how great these earbuds are, that I had no choice but to check them out for myself. So I ordered them on Friday, they came in the mail yesterday. So this is my first 24-hour impression of the Jabra Elite Active 65T. What's up, handsome people? If you're like me and you have a limited income, but you love expensive gadgets, you've come to the right place. On this channel, we focus on getting the best gadgets for the least amount of cash. So if you're new here,
subscribe now.
And hey, don't be shy. Feel free to check out the links in the description below anytime during the video. So let's see if I have a new Best Buds. So you can pick these up on Amazon for about $150, but I actually got mine certified refurbished. So I saved a few bucks. I think I got mine for about $125, $130. And so that's why I don't have the box. All I received was the case, the buds, some instructions. We got our additional ear tips, both large and small. There's our charging cable, of course, USB-A to micro USB. And we got this note from Jabra saying, congratulations on receiving your Jabra certified refurbished product. So according to this note, it's fully tested to power, charging, pairing, speaker. It's practically brand new, guys. So let's check these babies out. So with the case closed, this is what it looks like. It's got the Jabra logo right there. It's got the hinge in the back. There's the micro USB port right there. And there's an LED, a small LED right there at the bottom, indicating charging, indicating if this is low on battery, all that good stuff. So the case, of course, is hard plastic. And to actually open it up, it does take some work. So you got to use both hands, squeeze it at the top, and then pull it up. So it's estimated that you get about 5 hours of battery life, which is more than enough for most people. And then you put it in there, you close it up, and you get 2 extra charges. So in total, the case will charge the buds twice over. So you get 15 hours of playback in this small package. So if we look at the right earbud, you'll notice that the Jabra logo right here is also a button. So the instructions say if you press that button, it'll play or answer phone calls. And if you double press this button right here, you'll be able to turn on and turn off their hear through mode, which in other words is like ambient mode, where you're able to hear your outside surroundings a lot better, because this seals really well. And if we go to the left bud, it's got that same button, but it's got these 2 little notches. So if you press this button right here, it'll raise the volume. And if you press and hold it, it'll go to the next track. The opposite is true on the other side. So if you press right there, it'll lower the volume. And if you hold it, it'll fall back to the previous track. Oh, and another thing too, in regards to the right earbud, if you press and hold this button, it'll access your smart assistant that's associated with your phone. So in my case, it's going to be Google Assistant, but you could also have it set up to Amazon Alexa, or if this is paired to an iPhone, then it'll open up Siri. So just like most manufacturers, these work on Android and iOS, and they connect really easily through the app. So as far as size go, they are a bit chunky and they do stick out, definitely not as much as the Bose. So they will be a lot more noticeable. But there's one thing that I noticed when I put these in my ear for the very first time, and that is just how snug these fit in my ear. They have an amazing seal. And it doesn't matter how active you are, these things are, I promise you, they're not going anywhere. What you also notice from each bud is it does have proximity sensors. Got one right there and one right there. So what those sensors do is when these are in your ear, your music will continue to play, your video will continue to play. But as soon as you take one out, it pauses the video and it pauses the music. I really like that feature. And what's nice about the app is you can turn it on, you can turn it off. So to each their own, really. So like a typical tech guy, I sometimes don't feel the need to read the instructions. And that so happened in this case. And so I was using these and I was like, man, they are so quiet. What is going on? I got it at max volume on my phone, and it's just so, it sounds good. It sounds really good. really crisp and clear, but it's just quiet. And come to find out, after reading the instructions, of course, it has a secondary volume up and volume down on the actual bud itself, on your left earbud itself. And so once I realized that, I pumped it up and
oh my goodness.
These things sound amazing. They are tuned
very
well. Talk about going from 0 to 100 in an instant. Another bonus to these is call quality. There's 4 microphones in these. 4 microphones. And they do an excellent job in isolating the sound. So when I made a phone call, I sound crystal clear on the other end, as well as the subject who's talking to me. Now, one thing I didn't like about phone calls on the Bose and the Sony is the fact that there was only one bud that had the call audio coming out of. So for the Sony, it was the left one. And for the Bose, it was the right one. But these, it's both. Just like the Samsung Galaxy Buds. It just makes such a big difference in hearing your subject talk to you. I really do enjoy call quality and call clarity on these. So now that I've got over some of the features that I really liked about these, here are a few things that, well, I'm not too thrilled about. So the first thing would actually have to be the ear tips. And this is why. So I really don't feel that they're on there very securely. And the last thing I want is to have this stuck in my ear. Because there's been a couple of times that I've taken this out of my ear and it's came out like this. And that gets me kind of worried. The last thing I want is to head to the ER for having this stuck in my ear. Another thing would have to be the tactile buttons. I'm not that much of a fan of tactile buttons, especially when you got these in your ear and you're pressing them and they're going deeper and deeper inside your ear. It's not that comfortable, and I prefer gestures or swipes a lot more than these tactile buttons. And the last thing that I'm not thrilled about, it's the size. These things stick out a little bit too much than I'm comfortable with. I mean, I just want to go to places, I want to be in my zone, I want to have my music going, and I want them to be as discreet as possible. And although they're more discreet than the Bose and the Sony ones, they're still big, they're still chunky, and I definitely feel that I would get tired having these in my ear for several hours at a time. But that about wraps it up, and that's just my first 24 hours with these. So are they my new best buds? Are they gonna go everywhere that I go? Well, let me just say this. I'm definitely keeping these around. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that maybe I forgot to mention or forgot to go over, just leave a comment below. You guys already know that I'm extremely busy in the comment section and I answer every question that's posted there. So if you're ready to buy or would like more information on the Jabra Elite Active 65T, leave a comment below or click the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you're in the loop for all things handsome gadgets. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I guess a thumbs down if you didn't care for it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter @HandsomeGadgets. Thank you and have a good one.